There we go. We have
We
audio.
good now? Alright. In the group, you should be able to hear us now. Let us know if you hear us in the chat, please.
Oh, I should probably turn this down though so we don't have crazy echo.
Probably would be nice.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on.
So, Yushin approaches this. How may we help you?
So we've had trouble at the keep. We really could use some assistance
Thanks, Jeff.
in finding our way, or getting some help to plan like either a multi-attack from different ways or a distraction diversion so that we can sneak in. But really they've been causing a lot of trouble for the towns around them, and as well as the people who requested that we come investigate up here. And it feels like there's some bad going on in that area.
What kind of trouble? They've never been an issue for us up here at the hall.
Have you gone near their keep?
A
Have you
couple of
traveled
us-
the roads toward their keep? Because they attacked us out of nowhere on the road.
A couple of us have traveled that. And we have knights that go up toward Wallingford quite regularly. Usually we don't have much trouble through here. But if you say that they're attacking,
14 of them jumped us on our way to the Dancing Vale.
that is concerning.
They have
What other
evokers.
information about this group do you have?
We know that they are blocking the water, and there looks like some kind of channel that they're channeling water into the keep. We saw what looked to be large creatures coming in and out of that water. They are heavily guarded, and
Okay. Well, what would you like from us?
right now we're just trying to form allies. We don't expect. We're not forcing your hand, but we could definitely use assistance in the way of something. We're still finalizing the plan, but we would like to know if we can even consider you as friends in this venture. We have possibly a caravan that we can use to get into the keep, as well as we will be talking to the Feathergale Society and coming up with some different strategies with them. But a distraction would be very helpful.
Okay. Persuasion check, please.
Guidance.
You get an advantage from Fairy.
Oh, sweet. It was 10 both times, so.
Okay.
Plus 4 is 14. Persuasion plus 16. So it's
Plus
just
3?
16.
Is it
Plus
plus
2.
3 or plus 2? So
14 plus 2, so 16.
Okay. She says, well, it's difficult. There's only 4 of us fully trained here. We have, as you see, 20 others that are in the process of training up to be a part of the guard.
You need shields too.
But
I wouldn't say something like that.
You could have them as
if what you say is true, that there are creatures coming in and out of the water, we might be able to provide some assistance.
That's all we seek is a friend in this dire time of whatever they're
Mhm.
doing in that evil place.
And she says, when she looks around to the 3 other official, fully fledged knights, and she says, looking at each of them,
What does a training regiment run?
it's a 6-month process to train up. They're about halfway through at this point, full training. But she looks to the other 3 knights. She says, if you can get the Feathergale Society to assist, they've been a great guard for the roads here. If they're willing to assist, we will lend our aid as well.
Okay. And I'll also mention Oh, and the dragons that were here, the one that took our friend,
Mm-hmm.
we've dispatched those, so you won't have to fare of them. Though there is quite a large, giant horde, and I'll kind of give them an idea of where it
Okay.
is.
And
They're at this time they're no threat to you, but just so you're aware, they are amassing what looks like a fortress in the center of the valley down there.
they've been here much longer than we have.
Okay.
Thank you for your concern. We have a temporary, if you can call it, pact with them. That as long as they don't attack the travelers and
Well,
our
they-
homesteads, then we leave them be. So, she says, but if you come back with word that the Failed Ghost Society is willing to help, then we will lend our aid as well.
Great, because we will try to finalize some form of agreement, and I'm sure we'll all come together. Since they, as you're aware, they do have flying mounts, so we can all meet here to discuss the plan
Okay.
when the time comes.
May I ask the name of your group?
We honestly, we don't have a name of the group. We're just a random mishmash group of people who happened to meet up in an area, and this quest befell us, and here we are. This is the first time I've left the forest for longer than a day's time, and for me, I feel it is a cause that I should seek for.
Okay. She says, well, then can I at least get your name so I can pass it
Yes.
on?
My name is Ilya, and this is Ferry, and you saw us fly in on him, but that's Prince. He's usually a panther, but we needed to get around quickly today.
Where's Kim's not showing? Yeah, I know.
Angel Voices, 600,000 points.
Thank you. I turned them off for a second while we were doing this.
So it shows it up as
And then
but, you know.
the others of our group, our cleric, Talik, you met him when he was here. Our barbarian Grim met the most grim fate.
She's okay.
I can
Well-
say now that he's actually kind of shitty.
Oh.
I'm holding a vote of no confidence to kick Ilya out of the group.
All right. So the conversation lasts about 30 minutes as far as getting them taken care of. She says, well, we'll be here, and we're going to pass word on to Longford of the issue that you've told us about, and see if there's any aid that they can provide.
Also, since you're speaking of Wantford, would that be a good place for us to try to go and enlist help as well?
More difficult, as their
we-
primary guard is to guard the fort, guard the city there, and amass supplies for wartime if needed.
Some of us have never been there from our group. I don't know if Ferry's been there or not. I don't
No.
think so. So, I know that we haven't. I believe the only one who I definitely know is our cleric, because that's where he came from. But it's been a long time since he's been there. So he is interested in going back for his fellow clergymen.
So
Wait, is that where I came from, or did I come from?
you came
another
from
city?
Ballard.
Yeah, thought so.
Who came from Wantford?
Nobody.
Nobody's been there.
Nobody's been there.
So we have no idea of this town. Is there good wares for purchase and good artisans for crafting?
There are many good things there.
Sweet.
It's a big city, man. Of course there are.
And you can definitely get lost with things to do.
Do you think they'll help me craft this
So-
dragon hide?
That's a hint not to go there right now.
She said maybe, but I think with what you've said, time is of the essence.
Can I leave some things in your cold storage till we return?
We don't have much of a cold storage here.
Well, I know that we left like.
At the
Oh, that was
Feathergale.
Feathergale. All right, yeah. I'll leave it at Feathergale, man.
Yeah. So, Yeah, well, we have 23 minutes.
So get airborne and get to the other keep.
Yep.
So,
All right, we shall return.
she says, okay, wait for word.
Feria, Ilia, or Ferry, Ilia, out.
She, as you guys are going away, she looks at you just
Oh, it is one
Oddly.
so hard, but I love it.
I'm an odd person.
just lets you go away. So you guys go ahead and take the next, no more than an hour or so to go ahead and travel down
You
to
don't-
Cathedral Spire.
I wanna fuck with Ferry, cause fuck.
So you guys take the next hour or so to travel down to Cathedral Spire. Are you guys gonna land near the front doors again there?
Yeah, I mean, I know that they have flying mounts that come in
Yeah,
and
well,
out.
there's the top of the
So,
spire, and then
I-
there's also the down below.
I know where they have like the landing because I came in on a
You
rough
do?
one. So I could show him where they land, but
So you can land either at the pinnacle at the top again, or in that open area,
no, I
Or
don't
they-
want. I want to
you've-
land more
you've had them
like
before,
near where the stables and stuff
or
are. at
down
the bottom,
below.
yeah.
Okay, near the courtyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they don't. They haven't. Prince wasn't with us when we were there. They haven't seen. They'll know me, but hopefully they remember me. I mean, if they got that short of a memory, then those people shouldn't be running the keep. But
Yeah. Okay. All right. So as you go ahead and make your way back to.
I guess. I mean, if I felt like it was safe to land up there, just to go straight to homeboy or homegirl, homeboy.
Yeah, the man.
I got the names.
Was it? I don't know. Can't remember.
Back some pages. Savra, Black Knight female human.
Yeah.
Moroska, leader of the Feathergale Spire.
Yeah.
Male human. Moroska.
Yep. Morosco is the leader, and Sabra is the second in command.
Yeah, so if I felt like it was safe to go just talk to Moroska
Okay.
straight up, then I would probably land up there. But if I felt like any kind of like that might offend or whatever, then I'm going to go the proper way.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Guidance.
More from memory than anything else.
Insight's wisdom too, so sweet. Oh yeah, I'm glad that. Thank you, Fairy. I love you. $14.
14. The opinion that you got is that Morosco didn't really care too much about whether you were there or not. The impression you got from Savra was that she was definitely concerned about the normal goings on. She was definitely concerned about what's going on at the keep itself, but she deferred all major choices to Morosco outside of normal runnings of the spire itself and the guard.
So talk to her first though, because get her on your side.
So,
Well,
it's up to
yeah,
you.
I would probably look for Sabra.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Because that's who I got approval to go on the.
Morosco approved it. They did the official approval. You went with Sabra on the actual.
Yeah. Guidance.
You want more?
See if that's better. That is not better than the first one. 11 plus 2. And perception, you said?
Yep.
So 13 plus 6 is 19.
19. Okay. So as you guys are approaching, you do see Morosco. There is a figure at the top of the spire, sitting on the balcony type area that came out from where the steps came up. So, but past that, there are the one guard down below where the courtyard is
Okay.
itself. So you can choose where you wish to.
It's easy to get our stream demonetized.
It's not monetized yet anyway, so. Take away our no money.
Yeah.
The one I see below, does that look more like Savra? I wouldn't
No.
really be able to tell.
No, it does not. As you get closer, you do notice that it is Morosco. And
That's on the top.
at the very top, yeah.
No, you said there was also one that was down below.
Yes. He does not look like Sabra.
Alright. I guess I'd go to Moroska then, because if anything, Moroska will get Sabra to come.
Come up if needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Moroska is the full leader.
Yep.
So, okay. So you go ahead and you're landing up top with. So
Yeah.
as you go ahead and land,
Good tidings to you, Moroska.
you notice that Moroska has basically been watching you guys for the last, as you guys came within his sight range almost. Yes, he was prone to go ahead and just watch out of the valley. He saw you guys traveling and coming in. You definitely caught his attention.
Yeah, we weren't trying to be stealthy or nothing. We didn't want to
Yeah.
feel like a
So
threat.
he watched you guys come in and he recognized you, being the fact that you've talked to him before. So he bows his head as you guys go ahead and land, raises a hand and says, and as you guys go ahead and get off Prince, Fairy's gonna leave Prince up there this time. Being
Isn't he the
fact
first person I tried to sexually advance towards? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, this
So
was the
this
first.
should be not awkward at all.
We should not be awkward at all. No.
No. No, because I took a shower here. This is the last place
You
I
did.
showered.
You did.
It's more so than anybody else in our group.
So
Dirty ass people.
you go ahead and get off, and as you approach and come up the stairwell, coming up to the landing area before the stairs go down into the actual spire itself. Moroska's standing there, and he says, "Welcome back, Ilya. What brings you back?"
The keep is definitely something bad is going on there. We've done some recon, and we could use some help into getting inside with the diversion and the distraction. We have talked to the Knights of Solimar, Samular,
Yeah.
the Knights of Samular, and they are willing to help as well if you are willing to help as well. There's creatures coming in and out of the water. They're damming the river. They're causing a lot of chaos for the surrounding area. And we could really use some help to finding out what else they may be doing.
You said there's creatures coming out of the water.
Creatures, yes, large ones, quite large,
Okay.
in and out.
He says we've definitely been keeping tabs on you guys.
Oh, our friend was killed by a dragon, so we killed that dragon. There's no more dragons over there.
We've noticed that as well. The fog that seemed to have been
Lots of
covering
giants,
most
though.
of the northern half the continent has subsided at this point. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, you're most welcome.
As far as the Riverguard Keep and those that are there, we have seen an upscale of their guard and patrols along the edges, as even from how high we tried to stay out of their range, their torchlight travels pretty far at night.
Oh, they attacked us on the road. We barely made it out, but we made it out.
It's good. Glad to see you guys did. So, what help can we provide for you, or what are you looking for?
We're still trying to come up with the fine print. We still need to meet with our. We just wanted to see if it's even possible to work an arrangement, a distraction, maybe a quick attack to distract them, long enough for us to get in the back way, either through a tunnel under the ground we can do, or some other form to sneak in the side and go unnoticed long enough to gather the intel we need and get out.
Okay. Persuasion check, please, with advantage again.
Also, I found a few hippogriff nests, and I would definitely love to get information on how I can befriend these creatures. an 18, but I knocked it.
If it was an 18 before you rolled the d4, then yeah, it's an 18.
Plus 1 is 19. And that's without the advantage. So. And then it's a 10, so 18. So 19.
Plus 2 is 20.
For persuasion?
Yep.
Yeah, plus 2. 20.
21. Okay. It says, well, if what you're looking for is a distraction, that we can provide.
I don't want you all risking more than you're willing to, but any help you can provide will be greatly appreciated.
It's not an issue. If you're going to try to quell whatever is there, we will assist to the best of our ability.
Your cats can focus.
Camera focus.
Which one?
Which camera? They all look good at this end.
And YouTube streams directly, so maybe it's just the YouTube thing.
It's probably the YouTube thing itself. Because the Facebook is fine. Because I have it up on my end over here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks.
Yeah.
YouTube is hot garbage. Nobody should be surprised by this.
Yeah, that's. We may stop live to YouTube and just upload videos to them later. So we have the better quality. But we're getting sidetracked. So he says,
We're almost out of time. Moving on.
yeah. So he says, the Feathergale Society and those that are the knights that I have here will assist. To what extent? I'll have to talk to Savra about that first, but we will definitely assist.
Any assistance is.
Do we have a time frame for that?
Next session.
I don't know.
I mean, we still need to meet with our group, and the Knights of Samular would if we can all just go there, or a representative for you could go there with us, and that way we can finalize the plan together, would be great.
So I'll have Savra go with you guys. She is the second in command when we'll speak for the knights here.
Sounds like we've got a nice little
So-
coalition going on.
And so with that, I think we're gonna end the session there then. Just for ease of everything.
Yeah, because we've only got 10 minutes, so that's not enough time to do anything else.
Yeah, we can continue conversation, which is fine, but
I mean, the only other thing we're really gonna do
is plan.
is, since we know this, we're gonna go meet the party. But as we do it, we would want to swoop up the road and see where the caravan is and see how far they are from meeting up with the caravan
Yeah.
as well.
Well, at this point,
Oh, and yes, before we leave, I'm gonna tell the Feathergale that also the caravan. How long ago did the caravan pass by here?
the caravan left a day or so ago.
Did they stop here?
They did not stop here, but they stopped at the crossroads.
All right.
And then they took off, headed straight over about a day ago. So they should be about halfway between here and the keep by now.
Because we're definitely gonna look into this caravan too, and see if it's possible for us to get inside with them, and maybe, if that's the case, we can have you as a distraction to help us get out if needed.
So, okay, well, we will discuss planning. We'll meet with the Knights of Samular up top, up at the Summit Hall.
We can come back tomorrow if that works for you, and then we can fly together.
We can definitely do that.
Sweet.
So we will plan on doing that tomorrow then. So with that, we'll all meet up again, hopefully next week. If not, we will discuss and plan a schedule for our next meeting. Thank you guys for those that have joined us, watching the stream. Hope to see you guys next week. Again, we're here at VR Warrior Arcade, and look forward to seeing you guys.